You're listening to Spark TV, where we bring you daily interviews with real women in business at all stages. I'm your host, Danielle Lewis, and I am so grateful to have you here. Coming from being the CEO and executive level consulting, how's that transition been to now, like, oh my God, I have to do everything that needs to be done?
Yeah, I don't regret it at all. I love it. There are things that I miss about, I haven't been in the corporate world as such, where I'm working in a business in the corporate world for, 8, 9 years. So the transition to Whisper and Thread hasn't been it's just another thing that I do from home. Um, I have I've got a 4-year-old daughter. I could not be raising my daughter the way I am now if I was working full time in a role for somebody else.
Mm.
The flexibility that I have is just amazing. And it's funny because I would say I work longer hours in many ways. You would know when you work on your own business, I work late at
Never
night. My
done.
daughter, I'm never done, right? It's never done. And if my daughter goes to bed and I'm up until 11 o'clock at night because I refuse to, when she's home from school or from kindy, I refuse to work while she's home from kindy. I wouldn't be able to do that if I worked for somebody or in my previous roles as executive roles. That those were long hours, but I could be home. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I
Grateful
love that.
for what I have. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really interesting that you talk about that flexibility because I think the missing link with starting your own business sometimes is I think people have a corporate career and they say they want to start their own business to not work the long hours and get away from the 9 to 5 and that type of thing. But then they kind of skew into this, oh my God, I'm working all the time now. But I think it
Yeah.
is that reframe of it's just different. It is actually, no, I get to schedule it. So if it is kids or if it is family, there are carers out there. There's all of these different ways that our lives exist now. Or even there might be a hobby that takes a lot of time, whatever it is for you. That's the amazing thing about starting a business, isn't it? It's like, yeah, like it may not be all in one chunk and it may feel like we probably are working a lot longer, but we can do it in and around our life and have it support our life.
Yeah. And I think there's one added element. And I was passionate about the work I was doing when I was working in other businesses, but I think when you're passionate and you're building it yourself,
Mm.
it doesn't feel as much as work because when you're working for somebody else, even as a CEO or you're leading organizations, you're still tied down by the rules of what you need to do for those organizations. Where when you've got your own business, you're passionate about it and the rules are what you make it. Like if you don't want to do
Mm.
this thing, you don't do that thing. Um, and there's that element of freedom and passion that comes around it. So when you are doing the work, it actually doesn't feel like work. It just feels like hours that you're putting towards something that you're trying to grow and make successful. And it's so
Mm.
rewarding. It's wonderful. So, yeah, it might be longer hours, but there are days where I'll go through, and my husband thinks I'm mad, but I'll go through sometimes a month and a half and I haven't had a day off where I haven't sat
Yeah.
down and done something for work or for business. And he's like, whoa. And I'm like, wow, it's been a month and a half. I probably should have a day off, and then force myself not to
We
do
like to
something
like
for the day.
swing to extremes, I find.
Yeah. But in saying that, it's not like 9, 10 hours straight days. It's like
Exactly. Mm.
get up, take my daughter to school, come back to a few hours, and she comes home, we'll play a little bit, then she goes to bed, I'll do another couple of hours. And then on the weekends, it's like maybe sneak something in the morning or if she's at swimming. It's like little blocks here and there. And
Yeah.
I never feel like, oh, it's been a 12-hour day, I need a wine. I never feel that. It's, just do what you got to do.
I often feel like I need a wine, but I don't know if it's because of the long days.
Well, I get to Friday and I'll have a whiskey. I'll be on.
You'll partake, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.